諦める悪いやからあんたらなんかじゃたばらってもかなわんクワバラクワバラクワバラ目にも止まらん速さくたばらんたまらん下がらん押し通すわがままそこどきには邪魔だ俺はもう一人のあなたサラちゃんカヤちゃんワンサカ読みの国ワンダラご祈祷中になんだが4時44分待ったら4尺4分4分さながカメラジャパンから呼ぶ声がしたんならもう一人お疲れ様やん入れた入れた入れた入れた入れた石で吐いてた先で霧は晴れた猫と僕がうまく噛み合ったら痛みが重なったら心から頭みなぎって
Reclaimed Match Tony. It's done, done, done. Pistas, what's up? Queenie, Snoop, Doctor, Sad Goals, Zarb, Gavin. Are you back home, Crimson? Do we have a release date for ANANTA? No, we don't. No, we don't. I wish we did. I wish we did, but we're probably looking at something like 2026. I don't know about the Persona 5 Phantom X info. Does the dev already respond to the complaints now? I don't believe they have responded to the issues that have been presented to them currently. But it doesn't mean they won't. It just means they haven't yet. They have no compensation adjustments so far. Yeah. Play Soda Pop? Nah, dude. I don't get, I'll probably get copyright struck if I do that. I'm good. I don't want to get copyright struck. Thank you though. Thank you though. If they respond, I'll make a post about it. Thank you, Istas. I appreciate that, man. Chat, how are we doing? There's more controversy than you covered about Persona 5 X. Really, there's more. There's more controversy for Persona 5 The Phantom X. Really? Okay. Playing a lot of Mecha Break? Nice, nice. Give me gems in Persona 5. Yeah, I mean, I'll take gems in any Gata I play, really. K-pop Demon Hunter? Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean... Oh, it doesn't show it, but Mrs. Six and I have listened to every song. We watched the movie on Netflix, and it was surprisingly, like, super cringe, but at the same time, surprisingly entertaining. It's hot again today, so I'm just, hey, absolutely no problem. I grew up in Australia, so I'm used to heat. I'm used to having like 110, 130 degree weather all year round. So that's Fahrenheit. It's about like 32 to 40 degree weather Celsius all year round. Yeah, boy, what is up? How are you today? I'm doing great, Lorenzo. I had a nice 9-hour sleep last night. Well rested, nice and rejuvenated, happy. You know, working on my tan. You know, because I'm way too pale everywhere else where the tank top does not cover when I'm outside. Hard to take your avatar seriously? What do you mean? What is hard to take seriously about Ganyu? Do you get into Anemo? Yes, Mrs. Six and I streamed Anemo. Mrs. Six has, she's currently finishing the edit of her Anemo dedicated video.
I'm so slow. Help.
I'm doing good, King Diane. What's up? How you doing? Like this. The shuffling banner so people cannot anticipate who to skip or pull. Also, they changed the meta different from China. Need to confirm this. So, hey, if you have any additional information about Persona 5 Phantom X, you can go ahead and post it to our subreddit. Just make sure you fact check it first. We'll go ahead and take a look at it on stream, man. You're doing fine. Glad to hear it. One more 10 summon, then I'll get the lightning 5-star character Persona 5. Okay, I mean that sounds cool. Literally pure white when I'm in the sun. That's okay. When I came here, like I'm super pale, right? Like this right here. That is a significantly tanner version of me. And then because I go outside now, you know, let me show you. If you look at the Patreon section of any video I do. Right, so let's see. Patreon's about here. Okay, here. So this was done just last year, right? You can kind of tell the difference in skin tone, but if I open my shirt, you can tell that my chest area is the same tone as there. It's Crystal of Outlawn. Reported for showing man boob? Dude, you want to see my man? Here, let me. No, I'm just kidding. Godforge having their alpha pretty soon. Okay, nice, nice. By the way, chat, if y'all don't already, you should definitely follow over on Kick, where it is just the pastures are greener. Everything is just generally better. It's more fun. Here's a link to that if you want to go ahead and follow. If you want to open the Kick link in a new tab. Absolutely. Totally appreciate it. So hype for NIKKE. Too much stakes. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. As someone that is half Asian, I can attest to the fact that there's never too much of me anywhere, in anyone, or on anyone, in any capacity. We do have a lot to talk about though today. Well, not too much. We got Crystal of Outlawn banning innocent players using AI. We have the Tokyo Game Show exhibitions list. We have the NIKKE dev notes. We have Aether Gazer. Apparently an Enfield post that was made just 8 minutes ago. And then Infinity Nikki showing Chinese favoritism. As if they weren't already fucking us over hard enough. So we got a lot to talk about. Are you all ready? Any NTE news today? So I actually have a not yet. Nothing. The thing that I had with the NTE team is currently still being discussed, so I can't talk about anything concerning that yet. But I will say that I do have a podcast coming for Neverness to Everness on Sunday, the 20th of this month. That is 6 days from today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 1 hour later than now. We will be discussing everything from the perspective of 6 different content creators that got access to it. And I'll have more NTE news to talk about, like specifics, very fun specifics later this week once everything is outlined successfully. 0 days without info drama, yeah. Stream on YouTube too. The stream will be on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. Yes. What's up, ISO? How are you doing, brother? That's everything on NTE. Super excited for that, though. What's this about Aether Gazer? I don't know. It was posted, so we're gonna take a look at it. Everything good? Yeah. 9 hours sleep last night. Stream both YouTube and Twitch? I do. I do. We're streaming on Twitch right now. Every time we stream chat, it's on all platforms. We're streaming on Twitch right now. Again, we did just start streaming just like 8 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. So we are streaming on Twitch. We are streaming on Kick. And we are streaming on, well, there we go. It's right there. We are streaming on YouTube as well. So, I mean, it seems like a lot of our audience is now on YouTube, which is fine. But, you know, we have like 30 viewers on Twitch, 10 on Kick, and 110 on YouTube right now in the first 10 minutes of stream. So we do stream on all 3 platforms. Compared to my 3 hours, that's okay. Mrs. 69, the 2 days prior, had a much worse sleep. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the very first NTE podcast chat, Sunday the 20th. Did we get a new cat? No, that was Mrs. Six sneezing in the background. Her sneeze is so cute, yeah. All right, let's start this off with Crystal of Outlawn. Crystal of Outlawn is banning innocent players and replying with AI messages. Here are 2 different threads documenting it. Who cares? The people that are playing it care. It doesn't matter if it's 5 people, 500 people, or 5,000 people. The game will be dead before 2026. I don't disagree. I do think the game has a very finite lifespan. But even so, I think the players that are playing the game would still like an enjoyable environment between now and when it ultimately end of services. The players of the game care. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Velia has it right. Twitch says live stream pause history even after closing. What's the name of your podcast? I'm not sure what we're gonna call the podcast yet. Here are the 2 threads. Innocent players getting banned. And then I got banned for 10 years in Crystal of Outlawn for no reason? Banned for 10 years? Holy, okay. It's a bit extreme. I mean, who did he kill? Who did he threaten to assassinate? God damn. Hope you didn't miss much. No, we just started 11 minutes ago. That is a permaban. Wait, does that mean that they anticipate they're gonna exist for at least another 10 years? Okay. That's an interesting looking character. Is he trying to be Zoro from One Piece? I feel like he's definitely challenging his Zoro vibes there. I'm from Thailand. To be honest, I don't play games often. Well, you're definitely missing out, brother. When I got to try Crystal of Atlan, I fell in love with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that is a game you fell in love with. I've been playing for about 20 days now and I've spent over 10,000 baht. That's almost $500 in less than 3 weeks? Brother, no. Because I love the game so much and want to support it. One of the best parts of my experience is the community. Even though I just met friends in the game, we got close very quickly and we built a good bond with each other. That's part of the fun of multiplayer games, right, chat? You meet people, you create a bond with them, you then start dating them, you then start RPing, things get a little weird, more people join in, you get eaten by a dinosaur, and then, you know, you end up in a weird relationship with the dinosaur because the dinosaur ate the person you were RPing with, and then it just devolves into some weird tribalistic RP adventure. Or maybe that's just what happened to me when I played Ark last. But yesterday, something bad happened around 8 p.m. I was AFK'ing the main city because my battery in the game died when I was out running errands. I came back at 9 p.m. only to find out that I got banned for 10 years. He spends $500. He has some winky face time with some people in the game. He goes AFK and then he gets banned for a decade. A freaking decade, man. That escalated quickly. It's just your everyday average experience in a survival multiplayer game. Or every one of my experiences anyway. What's up, Milk? How are you doing, man? And then it turns into a kink. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna kink shame, man. We all like different stuff. Some people like Genshin Impact, some people like Wuthering Waves. I mean, we all have different kinks. Let's not kink shame. I was so shocked. I quickly contacted support via Facebook, via Discord, via email. All I got was an automated reply. Oh, it's always fun. It's like when you send in a message like, hey, my internet isn't working, you know, my phone line is down, you know, my wall is breaking apart, and they're like, did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in again? The last message told me to appeal the ban in-game. Wait, so the AI, hold on, let's just back up just a little bit. So the AI tells the guy, like, they acknowledge, okay, we understand you have been banned from playing the game, which means, by this train of logic here, you cannot enter the game. That is the purpose of the ban. But you have to go in-game, get in the game that you are banned from and unable to enter, and then appeal it from in-game. What? Okay. Sure. Notice most people that get banned from minor stuff are lying 99% of the time. You know what? I don't disagree. But at the same time, I want to give this guy here the benefit of the doubt. Not just this guy, but apparently there are multiple people that this has happened to. So I want to at least attempt to believe them here. Imagine that though, chat. I can't even get into the game to appeal the ban. What am I supposed to do? Sanitary, what's up? How are you doing today? Multiple with the same problem, then it's interesting. Yeah, that's my point, yeah. If it was just one guy, I wouldn't have bothered, but they link to multiple different Reddit threads all saying the same thing. You're at work? That sucks. Cooked. Let me make it clear, I'm a serious player. I've never broken any game rules. I mean, you know what? I am a completely free-to-play gacha gamer. I've never spent a single cent in any gacha game ever. So, you know, I can say stuff like that too. I have no idea why I got banned, and I've never received any warnings or messages in the game about any issues. In fact, I've even reported other players when I saw them breaking the rule. Oh, well, I mean, you're one of those guys. Like using foul language. Oh, Oh, fuck me in the ass, dude. He would not enjoy my videos. This guy doesn't like foul language. He reports people when they use foul language. What a cunt bucket. Or insulting others. And now I feel insulting others. It's like when, you know what, never mind. Cofactor, what's up? I never considered the cultured mods for certain gachas. What's going on? Good question, good question. So far, people are getting banned in Crystal Vault for no reason. And now I feel like I'm being punished without any explanation. That's probably how they felt, the people that you reported. Not that you shouldn't have reported them. If they break the rules, by all means. In fact, wait, sorry. Is it really going to end like this? Am I going to lose the money I've spent? You can just do a chargeback. Honestly, get your 500 bucks back. The time I've invested, the friendships that I've built. I'm sharing this because I hope someone from the Crystal Vault community or the support team hears me. Why did this happen to me? I made my mistakes. I got nowhere to run. Okay, here we go. Here is the official response from the devs, or the team, the support team rather. Welcome to the fantastic journey on the continent of Outlaw. Thank you for your patience. We received your question and are confirming it in detail. Your feedback is of crucial importance. Dear Adventure, if you think your account has been blocked by mistake or you want to know more about the punishment, you can log into the game later. Yeah. If you think your account has been blocked by mistake, log in. What? It's like saying, oh, hey, you thought someone ate your cheeseburger? Well, let's verify by eating the cheeseburger. It's like, dude, he already ate it. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that because this guy would report me. They want to kill their game, they do. Snitches get stitches. He can, yeah, okay, that's a valid point, Varric. He can log in 10 years. Oh, there was an update. Thank you for taking the time to reach out to us and for explaining your situation in such detail. We understand how upsetting and disappointing this must be for you. It's clear that you care deeply about the game and the community, and we sincerely appreciate your support and contributions. Know that every account suspension is reviewed carefully by our dedicated security team. In your case, the ban was issued due to a confirmed violation of our terms of service. Oh, he did. Oh, he did something bad, chat. I bet he swore. He cussed. Based on detailed logs and internal investigation. Unfortunately, this means we're unable to reverse the decision. We know this isn't the answer you were hoping for, and we truly regret that we're unable to assist further in this matter. Still, thanks for being a part of our community. Okay, there's another update a day later. The appeal result is to maintain the ban. The reason is that we have detected you have recently posted advertising messages harassing other players? Please pay attention to the language behavior in the game and work together to maintain a good gaming atmosphere. Wait, did he lie? Was he lying? So he said he reports people that break the rules using foul language or insulting other players, and then apparently he was banned for posting advertising messages and harassing other players himself. Uh-oh! That, my friend, that right there is what we like to call karma. You got other people banned for using foul language and posting harassing messages, and then you get banned for the same thing. Yeah, he thought just because he spent 500 bucks that he was untouchable. Maybe, yeah, perhaps harassing the people, yeah, Pilsuck is actually right. What could have happened is he could have messaged them. You know, he could have started engaging the people that were harassing, and it could have devolved into mutual harassment. He was a banana, and he got caught slipping. Banned for 10 years. Okay, well. There you go. He didn't post anything else defending himself, though. All right. What is... Okay, does he have any updates here? If they don't remove the ban, please refund all the money you spent if possible. They definitely do not deserve your money. They don't. They don't. Oh wait, he did state, I never did that, which means they still have no valid reason because they haven't shown any evidence. You know what? They don't need to. At the end of the day, any game company can ban any person, any player, for any reason that they deem appropriate. Even if you spend $500 on the game in 20 days. All that happened here is that you tried to be a good guy, in theory. You gave them a ton of your hard-earned money, in theory, and they screwed you over. But you know what? This is just one instance. Apparently, this person also got banned. Not just this person, he said innocent players are getting banned. So maybe this is actually deeper upon further investigation. So let's go ahead and take a look. There are 6 confirmed players that have been banned for absolutely no reason. The CoA customer support is of no help. All they do is ask for you to wait, or they direct you to a non-existent solution, like pulling it out and plugging it back in again. The Discord moderators, being mods, are completely not of any help. All I do is tell you to go to customer service. But it's because the Discord moderators don't actually moderate the game, and they aren't GMs in the game. It's likely a bot farmer handler. He could have been, yeah. He does seem a little bit guilty now. A little bit. An example of the email that van players get. Dear Adventure, we apologize for the wait. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. What basically happened to these 6 players is they were just playing the game, or they were AFK. They get kicked out of the game and are shown this. The next thing is when the ban expires on the listed date, you log in again and all your characters will disappear? Wait, what? Good luck, ISO. After your ban expires, your login, all your characters are gone? Yeah, karma does not discriminate regardless of how much you spend. That doesn't seem right. No, your characters should not be deleted after a ban. They should be immediately restored. What? Collateral damage, people reporting bots and people using that. They could be, yeah. Yeah, could have just been caught in the crossfire. This is why I don't spend money on free-to-play trash anymore. Totally fine. Diabolical, unbelievably. The number of players getting banned for absolutely no reason has increased from 2 to 6 just over the weekend. Just today, another one has been banned. It's insanity. Who knows whether we're the next to get banned for doing absolutely nothing when some of us are already splurged money and spent massive amounts of time into the game, and the game's admins are of no help at all. Anyone else experienced this shit? I'm tired of even hearing about this. Would love if the content creators could start spreading words about these, hoping the admins could take notice of the problem. Would love if the content creators can spread the word about this. There are content creators for Crystal of Outlawed? I mean, there's a pretty good looking one right there. Look at that one. Almost 20,000 views. Yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely classify that as a content. Look at that. He looks very... He has his face hung dejectedly, chat. Yeah, I've never heard of him either. Let's take a look. He has, oh, dude, he only has 80,000 subscribed. Dude, who is this guy? Get this fucker off of here. Who is this? What kind of thumbnail is it? Look at this guy. Clickbait thumbnails everywhere. How many channels does he have? What the hell is this? What is that? This is horrible. Why is that guy crying? Exactly, dude. Who are these people in this thumbnail? What is this trash, man? Kind of looks like you. No, I'm a little, no, this looks nothing like me. What the hell? God, who is, yeah, how do you even pronounce that name? Why is there an X in this guy's name, chat? What is that? What is that? That's not how you spell Sticks with an I. Sticks is spelled with a Y. Who is this guy? I've never heard of him. I know. God. Crystal of Outlaw needs better content creators, dude. Look at this. This is crap. Absolute crap. God damn. So I guess these are the messages. This must be a moderator. From the look of it, they can't do anything about account bans related stuff. The only way is to contact customer support. Okay. Oh, there are updates. Whoa. Missing flaccid, so it's definitely not you. Exactly. K6 is the dedicated content creator for Crystal Vault. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is a sad day, chat. It is a sad day when this guy right here is the official content creator for your game. Oh, because let's be honest, I'm the most casual gamer to have ever existed in this genre. I play games for fun. That makes for terrible content. Oh man. Whoa, 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 I think we have a bot on Kick. Whoa, okay, let's take a look. Yo, you trying to grow your stream faster, viewers, subs, all that? I got something cool. Nah, bro, nah. Let's, yeah, ban. Boom. Easy. By the way, chat, if you do not already follow me on Kick and us on Kick, you should definitely do so. Open this Kick link in a brand new tab. Watch us over there, as well as on YouTube and or Twitch. There was an update though, chat. Games are supposed to be fun. Yes, exactly. They are supposed to be fun. And I create content based off of the fun I have in them. Or in some instances like this, when they do dumb shit. A player has been unbanned after persistently emailing the customer support for 2 days. Yes! Persistence is key! Be so annoying that they just unban you, so you shut up. Dear adventurer, blah, blah, blah. We haven't received a reply to the support ticket. Have you encountered any obstacles? Oh, they said your mission is unfinished and the order needs you to safeguard it. Update to a second player has retrieved their account. Okay. Cool. Log into the game through a third-party account linked to your original account and create a new character? After creation, provide your new role ID and we'll further investigate the process for you. After following the steps, he receives his character back and reasons as to why his account was banned were not given. Update 3, a third player had their characters restored. And then, no, before this, the developers had misunderstood his queries and refused to restore his account until this format was used. Character missing after being unbanned. My account was deleted without my permission after being unbanned. Screenshot of recharging records. You have, dude, that's a, wow. There's a big chance you're not innocent if you're getting banned. True, but each of these people were unbanned. So that kind of, that seems relatively telling. It's unlikely you got unbanned if you were banned legitimately, for legitimate reasons. So it's a safe bet to assume this guy, who did not get unbanned, probably ended up being banned justly. And these people who were banned were probably banned unjustly. They had their accounts restored. They had to be very, very persistent with the support team. And you know what? 3 out of 6 being unbanned, or if you can count this guy too, 3 out of 7 being unbanned is not a terrible number. The other 4 people might have just been banned because they did something bad, something wrong. Or they just said, you know what, fuck it, I give up on the game. Either way, yep, innocent players are actually getting banned in game. That is genuine, legit, the truth. Okay, I guess, yeah, that's interesting. We'll probably have to look at that at a later date. God damn. All right. The new classes seem pretty cool. The one with the big ass? Yeah. I'd have given up after a failed attempt. So would I. I would have immediately just deleted the game. I would have made a YouTube video out of it, actually. I would have did a chargeback. and then I would have made a YouTube video on it. So, not only would I have gotten my $500 back, but I would have made a bunch of money off of the video I did. I would have gotten a bunch of additional fans from the video I did. I would have gotten a bunch of additional exposure from the video I did. And that just would have been a net positive for me. So, I remember back when I did I was pulling in Tower Fantasy, and they locked my account after a $5 purchase. I did a YouTube video that got like 30,000 views and like 100 subs and made me like $100. Just literally just stating they locked my bank account. So, win-win situation for me, yeah. As a content creator, we have a lot of opportunities if that happens to you. Exactly, it's great. Carrot, money plus $95. Yeah, you know what? I did not get my $5 back, so. You actually got banned? Yeah, well, I mean, I've been banned in a couple different games. You remember that Tower Fantasy video? You do? Damn, you've been around for too long, brother. That was like launch day or launch week. Oh, okay. What else we got? I'm gonna upvote Velia though. What else we got? Okay, okay, let's look at this. And then we'll get on to the Infinity NIKKE shit. Aether Gazer's late, dude, holy sweet. Latest patch available until August. Here is a trailer for the latest patch of Aether Gazer. Some very nice personalities. I see at least 2 phenomenal personalities on screen right now. All ends in dust. So I've been told that Aether Gazer is adopting the Snowbreak route for this. Tower Fantasy's going to Snowbreak route. Crystal of Outland's going to Snowbreak route. Are y'all ready? Chat, did y'all hear that? Okay.
臓器の老化を防止することができ、速報です。ヤーリー北区にある工業団地が何者かの襲撃を受けたことにより、建設中の工場が2棟倒壊しました。地元ギャングによる犯行である。
This game has had some great characters recently, chat.
ユニオンは私たちを消す口実を作るために事故や事件をでっち上げた。朝っぱら。
First thing in the morning, huh?
だからなんだ。面倒なことは全部私に。マジでだる。マジでうっそ。私より集中してないじゃん。はーい。好きにやっちゃって。カズーじゃな。
So, chat, if I recall, the global version doesn't have the white in the middle. I'm not entirely certain, but I remember doing a sponsored video for Aether Gazer last month, and that was not there. So because this is a Chinese trailer, I'm assuming it is, but there was a lot of skin shown. You're looking in the eyes? Oh yeah, same here. That is sick. Oh my god. Sheesh. What was that? I'm sorry, we need to take a second here to slow this down a little bit. Playback speed 0.25.
Yeah.
I can do that, chat, too. I can do that with the chat as well. Or not with a chat, with a bullet, too. Or a bottle. Or anything, really. I could do it with no hands. I like to refer to it as the helicopter. It's a unique talent of mine. Yeah.
よく聞いてくれ。仮にそのボディーガードが本当に生き返ったのなら、演算力の異常ということで説明がつく。逃げることに徹しろ。
Great artwork. Pocky's overpriced, yeah.
素直に喜びなさいよ。
You know where all the money went? For the trailer? Yeah. Oh yeah, you do. Down that shirt. Yeah, I do stretches like that too before fighting.
Hey, I'm Pavati. Come find me at Merrowism anytime if you need me. As long as it's not for work.
Oh my god, the amount of movement is unbelievable.
Look carefully, maggots.
Shall I take this a bit more seriously?
Dude, she called us maggots.
You're doomed.
Jackal, go! Whoop, let's go! Target lock! Fire!
I always forget that the game has men in it, chat. Every time I play this, like, I always forget they have men. Because all I ever pull for are the women. And, honestly, by the way, you know, if the Aether Gazer devs or publisher or whoever, global team are looking at this and y'all want to sponsor me again, I know you sponsored me 3 times in the last couple months, but I would totally be willing to take another sponsor for this. And, you know, help you guys out, promote the brand new voluptuous waifus to our audience. As you can see, there are a couple hundred people here right now that are all saying W trailer. Chat, what do you think of the characters in this game thus far? What would you say? W or L? Let's see. W, young cat. So, as you see over in the chat to the side, I think it's evident what our community tends to think about the characters in the game. So if y'all want to sponsor me again, I'd be more than happy. I think everyone here would be happy. Double D, yeah. There we go.
Well, I'm wiped, even though I didn't do anything today. Oh.
God damn!
Oh, fine, don't give it to me. I guess you don't want your reward tonight either then. You say you caught me sleeping when I was supposed to be working.
Yeah, honestly, this is Mrs. Sticks in our car too. This is me with her too. It's not a little Pocky stick, it's a mini Sticks instead, and Mrs. Sticks also fills out outfits much better than that. Yeah, I tease Mrs. Sticks with that too. Open wide.
Believe me?
So he can lose his, shut up. And not a car, but a car. Yeah, it's actually not even a car, it's just her chair. Yeah, after stream, I'm like, I got a surprise.
It's already morning. Any plans today?
Yep.
I'm always free.
Whoa, okay.
Daydreaming again?
Every day.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Perfect. I'll be going though to heaven after Mrs. Sticks sees this video, which is like,
thinking
babe.
about something to do with you, but I decided not to think about it anymore. After all, you're already here, right?
She wants to D-chat.
I'm Thoth of Korg's Egregious Crimes Department. Should I say, long time no see.
I'm somehow
Or,
enjoying it.
Nice to meet you this
What was the
time,
game about?
Captain. Amu of Tianlu Traders. My spear and I are now at your disposal.
The game's about...
Don't worry, we'll take care of everything.
Playing. Jan, what's up? Yeah. Everyone here is good. Thanks for asking, man. Oh, there she is. There she is, uncensored. She doesn't have the white down here, and the top is properly cut off. Yep, that over there. Yep. Nice. Lots of games are going to Snowbreak, bro. Oh, new Heart Link event. New Heart Link event, and she is lying there like that. Whoa, that is not sweat, chat. That is not sweat at all. I like to call that your lovely Styx juices. Yep. You can buy some for the low price of $99.99. I can have it shipped right to you. Milk directly from the source, chat. What is the thing between her circle? No, thank you. Really? Comes with in a nice package. Talk about two huge packages, yeah. It's a game for gentlemen? It is, yeah. More for Mrs. Styx? Yeah. Oh, she has plenty, trust me. That's actually a cute dance, chat. You got an ad? Rip. Cool. Whoa. Nice. Very nice, chat. Yep. How the revenue is now? Good question. That dude looks... they do keep making content, yeah. So I'll get you my Bluetooth headset and listen to you as I go home. Nice, Sedactera, cool. Is it bad that those Gooner games are either not free-to-play friendly or simply bad in gameplay? I actually think the gacha in Aether games is pretty good. It's bad those good. I rate it 0 out of 10. What? Was that the gameplay? You know, that was the gameplay that mattered. Definitely the gameplay that mattered. By the way, chat, if you aren't already a member of our subreddit community, go and become one. We're keeping you guys up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. You want to be a part of this because it's the best community. It's the fastest growing. It's the only gacha community that matters, and it's much better than the r/gacha gaming subreddit, which is just a bunch of Hoyo shills that only love and worship Hoyo games but hate everything else. No, over here we love everything. We love all games and hate all games equally. Okay, we got Infinity, Nikki, Enfield, Ananta, Azure Premilia, NIKKE. Let's take a look at NIKKE first. NIKKE dev notes. I've been reached out to numerous times from various different NIKKE players telling me, Styx, have you seen the NIKKE dev notes? They're insane. You did a video a while ago, right, on NIKKE, how China was getting all these quality of life improvements that Global wasn't getting. And I'm like, yeah, I remember doing that video. Got 30,000 views, and the global community typically was overwhelmingly negative. And then apparently that has changed to some extent. It took a couple weeks or a month, but apparently the NIKKE devs, to some extent, not sure how much, have listened. They really came out with a banger patch and banger death notes. This summer is gonna be great. It really restored my faith in this game. Here for a long haul now. Cool. I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna briefly go over this. NIKKE death notes, yeah. The yapping paid off in the end. Dude, this is why it is important, it is imperative that you whine like a crybaby incessantly. But China got it, why don't we get blah, blah, blah. Because eventually, with enough complaining, they ultimately have two choices. They either cave and give you what you want, just to shut you up, or they ignore you and have to deal with this forever. They're the only two choices. Two dev notes, the ones before the summer update livestream and the ones after the livestream. Which one's a more important one? Yes, dude, I saw the Rappy Red Hood skin. I can't show that because this video will immediately get but the only leaks I got for WuWa are quality of life leaks. I hope so. I'm Hyung Suk Yu, the director of NIKKE. In the process of developing and running the game, there were some particularly unforgettable highlights for me. Among them were the Overzone and Red Ash events. Dude, the Red Ash event was so good. They were unveiled, and the thrilling moments of monitoring your reactions were some of the most exciting times of my life. Yeah, when the Red Ash event came out, people were like, so that was also great, by the way, chat. I'm probably going to use that image you just saw of my face as a thumbnail for this video when it's uploaded to YouTube. It is important that devs fear and respect their players. Exactly. This June, I once again experienced some memorable moments in my life. I bet. Yeah, players were enraged for the first time since launch. Genuinely united and enraged. An MLB game with shifting NIKKEs on the scoreboard, the Stellar Blade collab that finally came into life after months of passion and hard work, which was awesome, by the way. Seeing your love for these contents and the different feedback in the community, I felt utterly relieved. That's how we often feel after a, 5 or 10 minutes in NIKKE. Some of us actually feel that way after 60 seconds in NIKKE. I wish to take this chance to express my sincerest gratitude. As many of you have hoped for, the Stellar Blade collab will be added as a permanent inclusion to the archives in the future so that even commanders who were not able to play the event at the first time can experience it. That is awesome. Of course, not all feedback during the collab was positive. I bet. Due to the character skill issues, solo raid was postponed twice. I remember that. We got some decent compensation for that, causing inconvenience for your commanders. We apologize for this. What makes NIKKE's battle system unique is its integration of both 2D and 3D elements, though this can sometimes cause unexpected problems during development. Completely eliminating bugs is extremely difficult from a practical standpoint, but we will strengthen our overall QA system to maximize these issues as much as possible, and we'll continue to prepare content with more caution and dedication. By the way, chat, I think NIKKE has some of the best characters, like design characters, in the gacha genre. Maybe not the best, the pinnacle, but definitely one of the gachas with the best character models. What do you guys think? Like, what gacha games do you think has the best character model? Or character models, generally. When it's becoming permanent is important. I feel the same way. I just wish rewards for the event that, you received were permanent too. And beyond that, characters during those events were also permanent. But I also understand that that would be I think a detriment to the game, because then people wouldn't spend to obtain them during that event period, and they just wait until they became permanent, and then they just eventually pull for them over time. So I understand how that would become a factor. Gameplay updates. In August, we'll be launching the Solo Raid Hall of Fame, formerly named as the Museum. It's an archive gameplay where players can re-experience battles against past Solo Raid bosses. Okay, they'll be gradually added to the museum with 2 gameplay modes, Challenge and No Limit mode. Recreates the challenge mode of past Solo Raid seasons, allowing you to challenge the record of any player from the season. That's definitely not going to be for me. I am not at all competitive. I don't care about my stats. I don't care about my ratings. I do the PvP in the game, and I probably spend 10 seconds in there, and I only do it for the daily reward. That's it. Other than that, I don't care. I don't like PvP in gacha games, and I don't think I'm nearly competitive enough for a gacha game to give a damn. No limit mode is unlocked once you break the record of the top 1 player of the original season. Okay, cool. Based on the roadmap we shared earlier this year, campaign chapters 39 to 40 were originally scheduled to be released in July. The deadline has been rescheduled to early August. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. They got to make sure they perfect everything before releasing it. And I'm only at chapter 33 or 34 anyway. We will also finalize the update schedule for the surface content and inform you as soon as possible. I'm excited for that. Cardathea is peak. Oh, for sure. 100%. You don't like NTE gameplay? That's perfectly fine. Did I miss the NIKKE news? We're covering it right now, Senectera. Characters are very good in NIKKE. Each one's backstory is pretty good. They do flesh out the characters a lot in NIKKE. Chat, what do you guys think has better characters though? WuWa or any Hoyo game? Other than that, we're continuously monitoring your feedback regarding the Coordinate Operation 2.0 that was launched in June. That's perfectly fine. Aside from simple surveys and community monitoring, we're constantly collecting feedback on areas for improvement through various channels and working on enhancement based on that input. We'll keep reflecting and refining our approach to make NIKKE's content operations more meaningful. Okay, 2025 second half convenience feature updates. So I think this is the important part. Starting in July, we'll be introducing some convenience features related to anomaly interception. We understand that until now, players have found it unclear which bosses to target. I mean, true. I've been targeting the same boss since it was released. WuWa. ZZZ is close to WuWa. Genshin and Star Rail are all. They do feel, right? We notice many of you only fight certain bosses. That's true. That's because my teams can't fight the other ones. And one of them is actually very easy to do, and the other 4 are much more difficult and time consuming. In the future, we plan to introduce a convenient feature that allows you to view the ownership status of manufacturer equipment that can be obtained from anomaly interception. Okay, if the possible rewards on the stage include manufacturer equipment that you don't own yet, the reward will be highlighted to help you easily identify which boss stages to play to obtain it. I mean, that's a very, very minor quality of life improvement. I don't have any issue obtaining any the gear I need for any characters, so that's not going to affect me at all. This feature isn't just for displaying information, it's an improvement over the previous structure. Players had to explore equipment progression paths on their own, or you can just Google it. Just Google it. The goal is to provide clearer options and a stronger sense of direction. We want to remove the need to think about which boss to choose, making it easier to complete daily missions. People are going to Google it anyway. They're going to Google optimal team compositions, optimal gear, everything. As for August, there's no notable convenience feature update planned. Okay. Since June, the large-scale collaboration project has taken up a significant amount of the development team's time and focus, so we hope you'll view the pause in convenience feature updates this August, along with the release of campaign chapters 39 and 40 and the new museum gameplay as a brief moment of rest for the team. So no quality of life or convenience features for August, but you do get 2 major chapters. Can anyone complain about that? I don't think so. I don't think so. What is this for? This is for NIKKE. TOF end of service stream I think after Neverness launches. But don't worry, we'll resume with system improvements aimed at making your gameplay experience more convenient in September. With a more organized development rhythm than before, we plan to more clearly define the priorities between the content we want to fix now and the content we want to change in the future and implement them accordingly. While you enjoy the gameplay-focused experience in August, we'll quietly and diligently prepare for what's to come. But what is to come? Let's find out. The upcoming improvements in September are as follows. Tribe Tower Auto Challenge feature. Oh, yes, baby. A new auto challenge feature for Tribe Tower will be introduced. When this feature is enabled, you'll automatically move on to the next stage after clearing one without any actions needed. So you don't need to click next every time. Oh, thank God. We hope this feature can reduce the fatigue, yeah, dude, my finger, yeah, the fatigue that my finger gets. Auto mode, baby! Yeah. My finger gets very fatigued because, you know, I gotta do multiple actions throughout the day. Yeah, my fingers get really tired. Caused by repetitive actions and create a smoother progression through stages as you grow. Yes, so much yes, dude. Simulation room improvements. Yes, let's go. Planet easy requirements for achieving buff chain levels in simulation room is shown below. I mean, dude, that looks good to me. Nice. Hopefully this improvement will help you achieve high buff chain levels more easily, allowing better performance in simulation room and overclock. At the same time, the combat power UI and buff status UI will also be improved to help you understand in-stage information more intuitively. NIKKE level up and synchro device convenience feature expansion. There are also many improvements in store for the synchro device. The details are as follows. Increase of basic synchro device slots from 5 to 25? Dude, that is nice. Wait, does that mean everyone that upgraded already is gonna get an additional 20 synchro device slots? Oh, that would be so good. So good. I'm 2 off maxing it, so that'd be great if they unlocked an additional 20 for me. Hell yeah, dude. That is good. Removal of the cooldown period when a NIKKE is removed from the slot? Oh, thank God. Dude, that was one thing that China got that global players were saying we needed. They were like, why does China get that and we don't? They listened. They listened. New automatic NIKKE placement feature. I mean, I don't think that's necessary because what are the bases for it to actually place it down? Availability of batch upgrade when lower than level 200. Dude, sick. Automatic use of consumable items when materials for synchro level up are insufficient. Oh, so you don't need to manually use the items. Nice. Free NIKKE level resets as well. Oh, man. All right, dude. Big. Game changing. Nice. Holy. You have max slots already? I wonder how that's gonna impact us then that do. So player friendly. Weapon tutorial improvements. The weapon information pop-up on the NIKKE details page will be updated to include descriptions of various weapon types and introductory videos. Help players understand the characters. I mean, new type mold. A new kind of mold that can be obtained from Tribe Tower will be released. Guarantees recruitment of SSR NIKKEs. Guarantees max rarity NIKKEs. No chance. No chance with a purple rarity, no. A gold rarity, guaranteed SSRs, what, after 50 molds? Is it gonna cost 50 like the current molds? We plan to distribute it as an additional reward while retaining the current Tribe Tower reward. Additional! As NIKKE has been running for quite some time now, we're currently discussing how to distribute rewards for cleared Tribe Tower stages. I've yet to reach a conclusion. Hey, if you give us rewards for the stages we've already completed in the form of the new type molds, then yes. Anything noteworthy I missed? A lot. But don't worry, anything you missed will be uploaded as a YouTube video over the course of the next several days, so no problem. Dude, that is great! The overall reward amount will be increased. We'll ensure there are no shortages. We ask for your patience. Dude, if you're gonna give me free SSR NIKKEs, I'm happy. I'd also like to briefly introduce some convenience features expected to be implemented in the global version within the year. Consumable lock feature allows you to lock individual consumable items and prevent accidental use. I'm gonna be honest, I've never accidentally used something in the game before. Chat, in any gacha you play, have you ever accidentally used an item? Mark your favorite NIKKEs in the list. That's not really necessary for me either. My favorite NIKKEs are also coincidentally the NIKKEs that have the highest combat power because they're the ones I use. New story difficulty and campaign. There's a difficulty option designed for players who want to enjoy the story in a more relaxed battle environment. Wow. Okay, not that I find the story to be particularly difficult, but my overall combat power, squad power is almost 1,000,000. So, purple SR molds can still yield SSRs? Probably, yeah. You bought a level in CCC's banner? No. Story order guide. We're gonna feature to guide players along a recommended direction to experience the various branches of the main NIKKE story, such as side stories and event story. Limit break and core enhancement batch feature, NIKKE expressions list. Okay, so a lot of these I think are small little quality of life improvements that aren't gonna impact me at all. I've only included some of the major improvements today. Only some of the major improvements. Holy, okay. Various feature improvements and quality enhancements are underway. I will keep sharing updates through future developer notes. Sick. We're always listening to you. I'm glad to hear it. You're probably listening because of all the global players that got pissed off with you guys. That is awesome though. Yes, a seasonal event is about to begin in July. Yeah, and again, I would love to cover the skins that are coming in those events, but or in that event, but I can't because they're too good. It was hard for you, really? Okay, it all sounds pretty decent. Yeah, that sounded great. That is awesome. All right, Infinity Nikki. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? So we're kind of weaving back and forth. Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Now we're to the bad. Faster loading wear was not mentioned, sadly. Good, they're implementing the quality of life people wanted. Exactly. So NIKKE implemented things that players wanted. Infinity Nikki is doing the exact opposite still. They're removing things that players actually enjoyed about the game. Infinity Nikki is giving away a free 10 pull plus additional rewards only to Chinese players. Only to Chinese players. Not global. Chinese only. In a shocking turn of events, they are exhibiting favoritism for a specific region. It's almost like they didn't learn from Black Beacon. It's almost like they didn't learn from Persona 5 to Phantom X. No. They did not. Connor, what's up, dude? I didn't see anything about censorship, no. Flash news! Everyone! Alright, let's see. The post itself is from a person asking what the English version of the new Chinese code is, but according to the comments, there is no redeem code for us global players, which is the first time that this has ever happened. I checked the redeem code list on the Infinity Nikki subreddit and the Infinity Nikki redeem code website, and it is true, there is literally no code for global. So yeah, China is getting a free 10 pull because Infinity Nikki got 1 million followers on Weibo while we get nothing. Funny how the Chinese players still get the rewards from the Steam launch milestones though, right? Oh, really? Okay, so, okay, let's rephrase this. Let's put this in a perspective here. There exist multiple different regions, multiple different versions of the game. We have China, we have global. China has their own socials, global has their own socials. Upon hitting milestones for global rewarded global players. China, which has nothing to do with global, also rewarded players, but the Chinese players for global's achievement. China hits a milestone. China rewards Chinese players. Global does not get rewarded for China's milestone. So China gets rewarded for everything that happens. Global gets rewarded only for the things that global achieves. Ha! Wow. That's not favoritism at all. I think WuWa has a bias for a certain region. I think they do pretty good with it, actually. Is this even surprising that a certain player community gets more and another gets none? I mean, if it means that China is getting global's rewards as well, yes, that is actually a surprise. It's starting to happen with many gacha games nowadays, and it's pathetic and disgusting. Let's go ahead here and see what the Reddit thread says, though. Have they dropped? Infinity Nikki is currently at 2.1 stars. They're slowly making their way back up. What do you guys think that rating will drop to after more people realize that they're not getting the rewards that China's getting? What do you guys think it's gonna drop down to? 1.7, 1.8, 1.5? Their lowest was 1.4. Which actually, Persona 5 is slowly inching closer to surpassing. See those Korea X WuWa collabs, JPX WuWa collabs, and I was like, man, are they treating global? Hey, we got something cool at Anime Expo. No Chinese players would riot if the opposite happened. Does anyone have the English version of the new redeem code? Comes with 10 pulls from the permanent banner. So currency, 10 pulls, resources. I found a post on Rednote with the code, but it doesn't seem to be working for me on the American server. Apparently, this is it, but I'd say it's only for Chinese users. I mean, that looks like it's for Chinese users. Apparently, the code expires in a year. It was given to celebrate 1 million followers on Weibo, so maybe we won't get it since Weibo is a Chinese platform. Did you know that the Chinese server got the rewards for Steam achievements? I'm not sure if they even have Steam in China. I can't imagine they wouldn't have an equivalent reward. Chinese players are known to get mad if an award is exclusive, to the point where they will threaten to quit games. Oh no, they threatened to quit a game. How terrible, because Global achieved something. These companies don't seem to mind screwing over Western players. Exactly, 100% truth. I did look into it a bit more, and apparently there is a code for Weibo players for reaching 1 million, and Chinese commenters were noting how it feels unrelated to HK and international servers. Infold chooses to give very good rewards for things only Chinese players could accomplish, so that global player base is excluded with a good excuse. Nice. If they did this the other way around, Chinese players would riot, and that is the truth. Chat, can y'all... Like, Infinity Nikki is probably, arguably, one of the most frustrating gacha games out right now. The reason I find it frustrating is that they have a good game, a very good game. They have the foundation of the best cute social experience in gacha form. They nailed the execution of it. Every person that has played Infinity Nikki, that still plays Infinity Nikki, loved their game. And then they fumble it on every given opportunity, right? Like, they could be rewarding, they could be inclusive, they could be generous, like Wuthering Waves, like Kudo, like NIKKE, like Blue Archive, like Arknights. But they don't. And the reason it's frustrating to me is because there is no competition out right now that motivates them to improve or do better. So as an example, Genshin started showing significant improvement when Wuthering Waves came out, because WuWa started doing all these things right. They started listening to the player base, they started listening to their community, they started implementing features that Genshin had been promising, that players wanted from Genshin but never implemented. Hoyo started taking note. They started doing things in Genshin for the first time in years. They started implementing new things in Honkai Star Rail. They started changing things in Zenless Zone Zero, all because WuWa and Kudo provided them competition. So what frustrates me is that Infinity Nikki has no competition, therefore they are allowed to do anything they want, treat players however they want, and get away with everything. Players all over social media, Reddit, Twitter, Discord, they're constantly voicing how disconcerted they are, how upset they are with the state of everything, how they wish for something more positive, and it always falls on deaf ears. And the reason it falls on deaf ears is because they don't need to actually address it. They can just ignore it, and players have two things they can do. They can either just suck it up and move on to another game, or they can keep playing. And the majority of them keep playing because there is nothing to replace this with. Why do you think they're making a lot of bad decisions? Because there is no competition at all. Competition breeds innovation. That's why people are like, ANANTA's gonna destroy NTE, and then the NTE players are like, oh, NTE is gonna destroy ANANTA. WuWa is better than Genshin. Genshin's better than WuWa. The reason that all these games are constantly improving is because of that level, that degree of competition. The competition breeds innovation, and we as players, we benefit from it. So the reason that they are exhibiting such a stark degree of contrasting greed comparatively to what was exhibited before is because there's just nothing stopping them, no other game stopping them from doing that. That's what happens with Godforge and Raid Shadow Legends. Everything is better than TOF. ANANTA fans never spiel little of NTE. What's your opinion about Aura Kingdom Impact? I haven't played it yet, but I heard that it was not very good. ZCC is really nice. It is. You like both GTA anime? Hey, I think both are going to be fun games. If it wasn't for competition, a lot of these games wouldn't rest on their laurels. Exactly, yeah. Competition breeds innovation. This game right here, Infinity Nikki, it needs competition. We need another game just like this to come out and to do to this game what Kudo did to Genshin with Wuthering Waves. It doesn't need to be better. It doesn't need to be bigger. It just needs to be a threat. The threat of potential loss of revenue, potential loss of players is enough to impact the game and force improvement. Because if you don't improve, then you're going to be left behind. You didn't, Andy, no. As a mainly ZZ player, I want competition to spur the game to be better. Exactly. Like, I don't, like, so many people, they hate the WuWa versus whatever games, or like the Genshin versus whatever game comparisons. They're like, when WuWa was announced as competition for Genshin players were like, no! When Azure Familia was announced, they're like, no! ANANTA, no. All these games releasing, being direct competition for Genshin, being direct competition now for WuWa, that is good. Because for Genshin and WuWa to remain the best open world gacha games right now, they're gonna have to be even better. Next year, they're gonna have to be better than they were this year, because the competition is going to be stronger and harsher than it was this year. So they're gonna need to improve, implement new features, better features, graphical overhauls, quality of life improvements, things to make the games better. Because if a game is better than one of the existing games, people are gonna play that and not Genshin. That's the reason why WuWa is as popular as it is, because WuWa did a lot of things Genshin should have done and didn't do. If WuWa just did what Genshin did, but the same or worse, then it would have suffered the same fate as Tower of Fantasy. The reason ToF failed was because it was a shitty version of Genshin. The reason WuWa has succeeded is because it's a better version of Genshin. Not in every area, but in enough areas where it mattered. You pass on Genshin and WuWa, your team ZZ and NIKKE, dude, that is perfectly fine. I think any game like ANANTA or Neverness, they're gonna provide ZZZ ample competition to improve their game too, which I think is great. Open world games get a lot of competition nowadays. Exactly, it's gonna force open world games to become even better. And that's just gonna benefit all of us in the long term. 2F is trash, always will be. Miyahoyo only cared about money after 3.0. It's not untrue, yeah. Tower Fest has a cool name. The character creation was cool. It really was, yeah. Can you elaborate on what WuWa didn't do better than Genshin? So, like, WuWa's combat is better, but WuWa doesn't have the elemental reactions. I know some people prefer the elemental reactions in Genshin, so it's one area that I think Genshin definitely has the upper hand. Not combat specifically, but a variant of depth, like an alternative style of depth. Whereas WuWa's very like, you know, just smack them with your weapons, have really fast reflexes and true and perfect dodges and parries and everything. Genshin doesn't have that, but instead has the elemental reaction system. I think that the 1.0 story in Genshin, while not great, was still better than the initial 1.0 story of Wuthering Waves. I also think the voice acting in 1.0 Genshin was better than the voice acting in the 1.0 version of WuWa. I think current WuWa is much better in terms of storytelling than current Genshin, and the voice acting is much better than current Genshin as well, but when comparing, you know, the release versions of both games, there are definitely areas that Genshin did better. That's what I think, though. The Chinese exclusive stuff killed my joy of Love Nikki. I've been on the lookout of the treatment creeping into Infinity Nikki. If it looks like they're comfortable doing this on the regular, I'm out. So I've got other games to play. Of course, they did this in Love Nikki too. They never learned to, or improve. And that's because there's no competition. Commenting to push this, I need this. Yep, there you go. Has this been addressed here on the subreddit? Scrolling down, it does not look as though they have discussed this any further. You know what? Maybe we could sort by newest. Yeah, let's sort the comments by newest and see if anyone has addressed it. Time to follow in the steps of our fellow Chinese stylists and riot loudly until Infold gives equal rewards for everyone. They have not. As of 2 hours ago, there's been nothing said. Nothing at all. Okay, you know what? Let's make a tweet about it, chat. What about Project BBQ? It's become another game. I have a dedicated video on this. I urge you to go ahead and take a look at that. All right, another tweet about Infinity Nikki. Looks like Infinity Nikki is in hot water again. In a shocking turn of events, it looks like Infinity Nikki is in hot water again. Yeah, let's go with that. That's a little better. From what I've read and been told, global Infinity Nikki hit Steam milestones and rewarded players for the achievement. Players, global players, for a global achievement, and Chinese players received the rewards as well. Chinese Infinity Nikki hit a Weibo milestone and rewarded players for the achievement. Players, Chinese players, for a Chinese achievement. Makes sense. However, global players did not receive rewards for this achievement. Fuck. Where Chinese players did for the global achievement. Once again, Chinese favoritism, Infinity Nikki being stupid. Wait, what? Why is that a typo? Oh, missed an I. Chinese favoritism, Infinity Nikki making stupid choices. The community is upset. What do we got? We got, almost 1,000 upvotes so far, almost 100 comments, yet silence from the global team. And let's make some noise and get them talking. There we go. Looks a lot better. Okay, cool. There we go. That looks good, right, chat? There we go. Let me just reread this real quick. Global Infinity Nikki hit C milestones, reward players for achievement, players for global achievement, and Chinese players received the rewards as well. Chinese Infinity Nikki hit a Weibo milestone, reward players for the achievement, players, Chinese players for Chinese achievement, makes sense. However, global players did not receive rewards for this achievement, where Chinese players did for the global achievement. Okay, yep. There we go. That is good. And done. All right, chat. To help the Infinity Nikki's, or Nikki players, it is our responsibility here to retweet this. It is our responsibility to make sure people know that this is happening. Leave a comment, like the tweet, retweet the tweet. Because as always, if we don't talk about it, then who will? What content creators talk about things like this? How many gacha content creators do you know talk about all the good and bad things going on in the genre? You have people that are constantly, you know, talking drama about WuWa or Genshin or Hoyo or Kudo, but what about all the other games? That's what we're here for. It is up to us to make sure we provide a voice to the general gacha community. All right, go ahead, leave a comment, trash, favoritism, whatever you want. Just like it, just retweet it, and we will make sure that this gets heard, and we'll help out the community as much as we possibly can. That's all we can do. The content creator on Kick does this most exactly, Connor. 110%, man. Yeah, chat. For those of you that are watching right now, and there are 200 of you over on YouTube and 100 of you over on Twitch, did you know we're also one of the Kick gacha content creators that are building a community of Kick viewers? Yeah, you should be over here. 110%, man. Go on over there, follow. Watch us there as well. Help us build that Kick gacha community. You hit 2K members. Oh, sick. Nice. On Reddit. Nice. Azure Premilia. Any news? I got a video for Azure Premilia coming up in, well, very soon, honestly. With a lot of news. Yep. You can spam emotes there too. Hey, there we go. Well, this right here, though, that's just pathetic. And still silence from them, chat. Enfield drops a job recruitment post and edges the fan base yet again. Chat. Okay, question, chat. Who here is excited for Arknight's Enfield? Ah? This was posted 19 minutes ago. Never mind, 2 hours ago. Holy dude, we've been streaming for 2 hours. Okay. Longer than expected, admittedly. But you know what? That's okay, because I'm having fun. I hope you're all having fun too. Now you're all starved for news, so here's some fresh copium. Hypergriff recruitment just posted to Red Note stating that our flagship project, Arknight's Enfield, will be released in the near future. In the near future. Nice. That is great to hear. We've seen a lot of leaks, a lot of hints from the team, from people, from testers of an upcoming release in some form, in some capacity. I know that a little while ago, not that too long ago, really, I was reached out to by the Hypergriff team to do sponsored content for Arknight's Enfield, which means you can expect me to, as we get closer to release, have dedicated videos rolling out, maybe guide videos, maybe hype videos, not entirely sure yet. Arknight's Enfield is one of the 3 gacha games I am most excited for online. I have worked with the Arknight's devs and publishers, global and in China, on numerous occasions. The last sponsored video I did for them, let me find it. Choosing a gacha was this video right here, where they had me advertise the Il Portatore dei Velluti update for Arknights. This video went on to get almost 200,000 views, chat. 200,000. I have worked with Hypergriff for Arknights on numerous occasions. I love working with them. They're super easy to work with. They're very casual. They're very professional. They're very friendly. They're very hands-off. They were the only things that they asked me to do were to like use the logo for their game and to get my pronunciation correct. I am beyond excited for Arknights Infield. I played the beta test. I played so much of it. The game was beautiful. I felt like it was in a ready state at the time. They just needed to streamline the factory a little bit better. So I am beyond excited to not only be able to play this, not only be able to promote it, but be paid to promote it. I think like one of the things I love the most about my job on YouTube and my job streaming as well is that the studios themselves, they reach out to me and they're like, hey Sticks, are you interested in being paid thousands of dollars to do stuff that you already want to do? But the only difference is you have to tell people to download the game. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I love that. Additionally, they offered to provide me and Mrs. Six both the 4-day like VIP pass thing for LA Anime Expo 2025, where we would have gotten to participate in behind the scenes, fun activities behind the scenes and to get like exclusive hands-on footage with the game. But unfortunately something came up at the time and I had to delay doing it. I was so upset with that. But after going back and forth with the studio, they did confirm that we will have future partnerships and lots of fun things for all of you and me and everyone to participate and to share and to consume together. I don't have an exact timeline for that right now, but I do think that they are very passionate, and I think this game is going to absolutely kill it when it releases, and I can't wait to be one of the content creators that helped that happen. Just like I helped it with WuWa. I think I did so many videos on WuWa leading up to release and after release. I got like 40 to 50,000 views to how many people were excited for it. People considered me at the time to be one of the WuWa content creators. I remember there was actually a meme that went around. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I can. Nice. So there were certain content creators, chat, that were considered to be the heralds of Wuthering Waves. They called us the Kudo Shill Squad. These were the content creators that pushed Wuthering Waves and made Wuthering Waves what it is today. Hey, King of Thorns, what's up, man? These people right here are the reason Wuthering Waves was a success. These people. These horrible people, according to Hoyo players. This was posted to the Genshin Impact subreddit. They called us the horrible, overdramatic Kudo Shill Squad. I'm not biased though, nor do I spread misinformation. Yeah, true. No, I'm not biased at all. I love all games. Fun games are fun, good games are good. I love all games. So this right here, we're called the Kudo Shill Squad. So I am happy to be able to be a part of making Arknights Enfield better. I'm happy to be a part of making Neverness to Everness better too. Unfortunately, while I do have contacts in the Arknights Enfield Hypergriff studio, a contact in the NTE studio, a contact in the ANANTA studio, I have nobody in Azure Premilia. not a single person in Azure Premilia has ever reached out to me in any capacity. So, unfortunately, until they do, like, I've done sponsorships for Azure Lane, so I technically have contacts in Yostar. I just don't have any contacts in Manju, I think, specifically for Premilia. But I'm happy to be a part of this. I was happy to be a part of this. I know Shinya, I know Gotchasmack, I know Brax, I know, or knew Pinky. Well, I spoke to her like one time. No Tactone, no Mugen, no Fob, no Mtash, and I know Mr. Pokey. Now, granted, I've spoken to almost everyone here, and, you know, plenty of times. Admittedly, I've never spoken. I know Fob, but I've never spoken directly to him one-on-one outside of a couple messages on Discord. Same with Mr. Pokey. We've just exchanged some DMs. But I've done a collab with Mtash, talked to Mugen a bunch of times, done a collab with Tactone and talked to him dozens of times. Had a collab with Shinya, talked to him a bunch of times, talked to Gotchasmack through DMs a bunch of times. Brax had 2 different collabs, talked to him a bunch of times. We're working on a couple different things together right now with regards to Blue Protocol Star Resonance. And Pinky I talked to on video call one time thanks to Tactone, and then she forgot who I was like 2 days later. I mean, yeah, it's whatever. Who's a VTuber here? That is Shinya, and over there is Mugen. Yep. But hey, again, I was more than happy to be called, to be inserted as one of the Kudo Shill squad. So I am more than happy also to be, you know, one of the Arknights Enfield shills. If they want to go ahead here and label me as such, I am more than happy shilling for a fucking good game. I am more than happy promoting a good game. And if people want to say that I'm being paid to do so, if people want to talk negatively about me because I'm promoting a good game that I actively enjoy, that values its players, that rewards its players, by all means, dude, I will shill the hell out of that. I asked a Chinese friend to double check, and he assures me this is correctly translated. Hyperbreath was founded in 2017 in Shanghai with a mission to build unique and original works. Since then, we've remained committed to continuous exploration and gaming development. So far, we've released 3 titles: Arknights, X-Astros, and Popucom. They wanted to sponsor me for a Popucom 2 chat, but it just wasn't my kind of game. They also wanted to sponsor me for X-Astros, but I was busy at the time with that too. Our flagship project, Arknights Enfield, will also be released in the near future, which sounds really good to me. Really good to me. Let's pop a 6 for it. Hell yeah, dude. Near future, that is evil. Near future could be next week. Could also be 6 months from now, unfortunately. Like before 2040? Sounds like next year or maybe next year. Oh, man. Enfield is releasing tomorrow. Don't give me hope. I'm mentally writing this game off releasing in the next year or 2. No way it's gonna release after a year, dude. Out of all the big gacha games that are upcoming, you know, Ananta, Neverness, Silver Palace, Rewinding Cadence, Chaos Zero, Nightmare, Unending Dawn, Do It Night Abyss, I don't know if I mentioned Ananta and NTE, Azure Premilia, and Enfield. I think Enfield is gonna be the one that releases first. This will definitely be the one that releases first. You grind on WuWa, your Lupa weapon not home yet? Hey, hey, good luck with that. Ananta tomorrow, no. Tokyo Game Show Tokyo Game Show exhibitors list. Ananta, Chasing Kaleido Rider, Do It Night Abyss, Griffline, Hada, Infold, Netmarble, and Nexon attending. What a lineup! So we have Ananta appearing at the Tokyo Game Show chat. We have Chasing Kaleido Rider appearing at the Tokyo Game Show. Do It Night Abyss ahead of their release appearing. Griffline with Arknights Enfield. Hada Studio with Neverness to Everness. Infold with Infinity Nikki. Netmarble with the 7 Deadly Sins Origin. And Nexon, which actually I don't think has anything big coming. This is gonna be the biggest game show, I think, in history when it comes to gacha games. That is insane. Chasing Kaleido Rider, yeah. Oh, I'm excited for that. No Kudo. Yeah, I don't see Hoyo or Kudo listed here. But I guess let's take a look. Despite the notable absence of the big names in the gacha space, Hoyo and Kudo usually attend big events like this. The list isn't final, as an article I read mentions in this screenshot. The final lineup of TGS 2025 exhibitors will be released on September 25th, the first day of the convention. Find the current lineup on the official Tokyo Game Show webpage. Will take place from the 25th to 28th of September 2025 at the Makohari Mess International Conference Hall in Chiba, Japan. Okay, so interesting. September 25th through September 28th then is when we will very likely get the first real look, or at the very least, I'm hoping we'll get the very first real look at ANANTA. I hope. Whether or not that pans out remains to be seen. So there were certain content creators reached out to with regards to doing sponsored ANANTA content. And said content creators were unable to elaborate on the kind of content they were reached out to do. Only that the content they were supposed to do it on was going to be at some point in 2025. So it seems a little bit of a coincidence that September 25th through September 28th, ANANTA is going to be appearing at the Tokyo Game Show, and that they're going to be debuting something that content creators that happen to be reached out to might have been paid to do content for. But here's the actual list. Interestingly, Hoyo has not given any new information on the Animal Crossing game yet. No new information in months on the new Honkai MMO, the new open world Honkai game either, or that other game they had in active development. They did release, I think, like 7 games. I think I covered this a little while ago, like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. You think Arknights will launch this year? I hope Enfield will. It's ready to. I think Enfield might get a release date here or Gamescom. If it does, if Enfield gets announced for 2025, unfortunately, Do It Night Abyss is dead. It's in the grave if that happens. I can't talk about any ANANTA sponsors. I can't reveal anything about anything related to ANANTA. I've hinted at things in the past, but I have to be very vague about anything that I say or anything I do, because my the contact I have in NetEase themselves said that when they are ready, they will reveal everything. And after they've revealed things, then content creators that got reached out to, content creators that have that contact in NetEase, will be allowed to speak about it. 4gamer.net, they actually have a booth? What? Let's see what else we got. There are 46 pages, dude. 46 pages! Indie Game, Game Academy. Do we have any? Can we sort this by like gacha games? How do people find these? God damn. Tokyo Game Show gachas. Maybe this will help us out. Okay, this is a lot better. There's 772 exhibitors, 473 domestic, 299 overseas, across 4,083 booths, exceeding Tokyo Game Show's 2024 3,200. We've gone up by 800 booths. Oh my god, this is gonna be freaking big. Honor of Kings, no. It's an absolutely huge lineup of game devs on there. Yep. You look through the entire list to find the ones I mentioned. Okay. So we got Hyper Real. Wait, where's Hyper Griff? Okay. Is Hoyo mentioned? No. Is Kudo mentioned? Kudo is also not mentioned. Is Yostar mentioned? No. Manju? Manju is mentioned too. Wait, this didn't mention Manju, right? It did not mention Manju. So Manju, so the people behind Azure Promelia are also going to be appearing. Okay. Interesting. So we have potentially Kuro with either WuWa or maybe their new game that they announced, which I have a video on. We have maybe Hoyo, very likely Hoyo. We have Ananta, Chasing Kaleido Rider, Duet Night Abyss. We have Arknight Zenfield. We have Neverness to Everness. We have Infinity Nikki. We have Seven Deadly Sins Origin. We have likely Blue Archive, whatever else Nexon are doing. They have 5 different projects in active development right now. We also have Azure Promelia. Nothing on Unending Dawn yet. I don't see anything on Rewinding Cadence, or I like though that, yeah, or Silver Palace. Come to Us is listed though. Come to Us is doing a lot of gacha games recently. I don't like Come to Us. I think they're a trashy studio, and I would never play anything, at least, you know, like actually play anything long term that they push out. I don't really recognize anything else though. Looking over Clover Games. Actually, no, they look familiar. Aren't they the people behind oh god, the new Star Savior? Isn't that them? Yeah, Clover Games. They're making gacha games too. So right, aren't these the people behind Closers Online? No, Lord of Heroes. Not Closers Online. I was thinking something else. Never mind. Yeah, they're the people behind Lord of Heroes because they've sponsored me before. That's where I remember them from. Yeah, so they have Lord of Heroes. They're also working on Heaven Hells. I've done a dedicated video on this in the past. I was super excited because she looks hot. Whenever I see a hot waifu, I'm like, I gotta commit that to memory. So they're also going to be appearing after, I think, a year or 2 of silence from Clover Games with their gacha game. They're also going to finally reveal something. Oh, I'm excited, man. Stellasora? Do they do Stellasora? Kuro are doing their own thing instead too, but there's no evidence to support that yet. Okay. And hashtag me too. Yeah, the hashtag me too was a weird fucking game, dude. For real. Mrs. Stakes played it and she was recording footage of it, and then she saw all these like 30, 40-year-old men doing weird shit with the little kids in game, like that were very actively, very publicly known to be children.
Like in their profile picture, they had pictures of like their dick or something, like trying to bait in the kids. The chat was just filled of, like, you could tell adults trying to bait kids in to like talk to them and send them pictures. It was weird. I instantly just stopped recording and logged out, and I was not going to give that game any attention whatsoever. Do not fuck with kids.
That was terrible. Yes. Because they reached out to us to a sponsored video on it at one point, and we didn't because it was a weird looking game that didn't look ready. So what Mrs. Stakes did was she decided she was gonna go into the game unsponsored and take a, you know, take a very thorough look at it. And over the course of like a couple days of playing, she noticed that was going on. And she had footage of, you know, this happening, and she told me about it. I saw it, and that immediately made both of us want to delete the game, uninstall the game. And instead of covering it and providing additional exposure, so now those fucking weirdos could get they would have a game where they could do weird shit like this, we just decided it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the exposure. We shouldn't put people like this at risk, so we just didn't even cover it. We never talked about it really until now, because the game's dead and already shut down, so no additional harm can be done. It was disgusting.
Probably because How to Catch a Predator got a hold of the game. They were like, ooh, free TV.
What the fuck is the game we're talking about? It was hashtag me too. And there were disgusting child predators everywhere in that game, sending dick pics and shit, everything to little kids. It was nasty. Just rewind the video like 1 minute and you'll hear Mrs. Stinks' story.
What's the name Me Too?
It was hashtag Me Too, right? Or
It's something else.
hashtag.
I don't think it was Me Too. It was hashtag me. It was just hashtag me.
Oh, hashtag me? Okay, never mind.
You go into the world as like a young influencer and do stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Hashtag me. This game right there. Sorry, I did the Me Too thing just... Yeah. Yeah, it was bad, chat. It was very bad. Gotta hear a story, just forgot the name. Okay, yeah, hashtag me. Disgusting people out there. What else we got? Anything? Gung Ho Online Entertainment. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, they do the Trails in the Sky games. Okay, cool. Anything else? Hada, Identity V. Wait, Identity V. NetEase's first survival horror game. Alright. Infold, fuck them. Izanagi games, they sound familiar. Okay, nothing worthwhile. Level 5. Level Infinite! Level Infinite! The people that publish... or published Tower of Fantasy, that also publish, do they do NIKKE currently? I forget. Mecha Break. Oh, Sword of Justice is appearing at the Tokyo Game Show 2025? Chat, I got a sponsored video coming for Sword of Justice. They want me to do a sponsored stream and a sponsored video with a sponsored react and a sponsored beta test video too for the game, all coming in the next couple months. Be on the lookout for those. So yeah, we have a lot of games appearing at Tokyo Game Show 2025. We're gonna see a lot of footage that we've been waiting for a lot of games we've been anticipating. A lot. Things are about to get serious. New Azure Premilia character preview. Infinity Nikki using horrible AI translations. Oh god, well, we got stuff to look at next stream, chat. What is this though? Holy! She has wings? Wait, that big booba silver-haired lady's wings retract into her butt? Or do they just move to her back? I don't know. This is probably the game show that no one wants to miss. Exactly. This right here, Tokyo Game Show 2025 is the game show of the year. The defining moment in gacha gaming where everything gets revealed. Everything gets laid bare. When you get sponsored, do you generally provide you with an account? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. If it's for like a pre-build of a game, then yeah. If it's for like a beta or something, then yeah. But typically, it tends to be a level 1 account with absolutely nothing.
Then it disappears.
Yeah, then they get rid of it and it disappears.
Like Greg.
Enhance, here you go, chat. The new character, her plot is insane. Yep. I fell asleep on the train listening to you. I appreciate that.
I also fell asleep to when Styx talks.
Yep, all the time. All right, we covered everything, chat. We covered Azure Premilia, NIKKE. We covered Arknight's Enfield, Ananta, Crystal of Atlan. Goddamn everything. Wait, what is this? Sultan? Okay, we'll look at that. We'll look at that another time. Don't worry. We covered so freaking much, chat, today. It's like 7 different topics. I think that is one of the most... You know what? No, let's do it. Soul Tide 2. What the hell is Soul Tide 2, chat? Is it a sequel to Soul Tide 1? Let's take a look. Chat, how many of you played, before we go on, before we go any further, how many of you played Soul Tide 1? This is what Soul Tide used to look like, by the way. This was a very cute gacha with very, I think it had really good character models. Yeah, like look at those. Those look really good. You never heard of it? You did for a bit? If they increase the gacha rates for the accounts they provide? No, they don't. So the characters for this game were really good. I remember playing this and doing a dedicated video on it, and I remember being pretty enthralled with what I saw, because the characters all look very good. But then the game shut down, which was a shame because it had a very unique aesthetic. And then they announced they were working on a part 2, a sequel that may be as poorly received. I'm not entirely sure, but let's take a look at this trailer. I'm pretty sure it was turn-based. Gameplay wasn't interesting. This is the first time you're hearing of Sultan? Really, Assas? Really? They shut the game down because it wasn't very popular, but nice looking character models. They look very different though to OG Sultan. Oh, so it uses chibi character models in game. This looks very different though. This looks very different to Soul Tide 1. Oh, look, it's Silverwolf. I'm gonna be honest, that is very Silverwolf. Oh, she's about Mrs. Six's height. Looks like Blue Archive. So from this, I'm getting a lot of lolly characters. Now, if y'all know me, you know that I do not like lolly characters. Not because I find anything wrong with them, but just because I don't like playing as a kid. I like playing gacha games as big, voluptuously shaped women because I wish I was a big, voluptuously shaped woman IRL. I would never leave the house. I would find infinite levels of fun with my own body. Unfortunately, I have to live out these fantasies by playing gacha games, which is totally fine, very enjoyable for me, admittedly. But that is why I do not like playing as a male character. I do not like playing as a...
What about me?
I mean, I get to live it out with you too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's honestly a lot more fun than living it out by myself, chat, with myself, especially having Mrs. Sticks partake of all of this. But, yeah, not a fan of lolly characters. Not at all. Or male characters. Interesting. I know some people are like, I want like all these male characters in gacha games. I am more than happy having male characters in my games, but at the end of the day, I like my hot women. And that is why I married my wife. She's also a great person. Very fun, very intelligent, very compassionate, very caring. But when people see her, they're like, shit, Sticks, you married way out of your league, brother. And I'm like, I know. Thankfully, she doesn't know. You'll have an entire lady cast in your gacha game? That's same here, man. You like your women like you like your coffee bitter. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can find any info about Soul Tide 2. That was an underwhelming trailer. It really was. And I honestly hope there's a large focus on adult characters like Soul Tide 1 had, rather than what seems to be a focus on lollies. Soul Tide 2. There's Soul Tide 1. Is there no information anywhere? Not even... It doesn't look like Soul Tide at all. The character design and gameplay are way too different. Blue Archive 2? Right. Oh, so there is a Bilibili page. Vid is deleted now. It wasn't supposed to be released yet, but it's been uploaded on another link. Wait, it's back? What a mess this has been so far. Oh my god, they're not having a good time. Is this the official Billy page for it then? Sick. Okay, here we go. We do have an official Billy page for Soul Tide 2. 8,000 people have so far pre-registered. There have been no reviews left, but it is rated 4 out of 5 stars. That makes complete and utter sense, chat. That makes complete and utter sense. It is rated 4 out of 5 stars out of 0 reviews. I'll upload the Crystal Outlaw thing later, don't worry. This is the first trailer. Oh, I know. I know. I'm not judging it. It is a 3D puzzle RPG exploration and beautiful girl development. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. All I saw were little kids. All I see here are little kids. Maybe the blonde isn't. Maybe the blonde's an adult. I don't know. What else do we have? There are multiple images here supplied. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead here and open these in new tabs. I think that'll work, right? No, it doesn't. What a piece of shit website. Okay, here we go. So they are chibi. There is exploration. You can see the little combat icon. Okay, it doesn't want, okay, so do I need to actually click this to go to the next page? I do. I have to, I can't just click next. Yep, that looks like a little kid. Okay, here you're exploring an area too. It kind of reminds me of Pokemon. Do you just like run over and then you get challenged to a Pokemon battle? Is that what I'm seeing? This looks a lot like Blue Archive though. This does not remind me at all of Soul Tide 1. This looks like Blue Archive. And with a large focus on what seems to be young characters, I would be led to believe that that is in fact the case. I wonder what a gameplay is gonna be like if it's a puzzle RPG, yeah. Girl development, yeah. So, that's an interesting way of phrasing it, but by that logic, by that very definition of the term, girl development, there are gonna be no men. No males at all, no husbandos whatsoever. The origin and end of all things is called the Witch Realm. In the past, the distant death shrouded the world prematurely due to human error. In addition, well, and it killed all the men? Did it kill all the men? And all the adults? All that's left are little girls? 100 years ago, the moon that was eternally watching the continent shattered in a moonquake, and the realm's swallowing accelerated. In the crisis, humans still wage war for resources. I mean, that, yeah, sounds about right. Chat, do you like adult characters or little kid characters in your games? Be honest. Game's gonna be all about girls? Yes. Men disappeared completely from gacha games. That does seem to be the case, yeah. Little by little, men are going extinct. In the end, the Garden Company, wait, that's what we're calling it? The Garden Company. Which controlled the Moonstone, a new energy source from moon fragments, built fortresses to isolate filth for okay, sure. Fortresses to isolate filth for humans in the end times. Well, it's great to see what we've been degraded into. However, under the dazzling appearance built by this illusory new technology, destruction is still surging in the dark, never stopping. Okay, currently available on Android. I'm assuming iOS, but no PC right now. Interesting. I have no objection to you changing the protagonist. Was this announced before? Is this related to the first game? I like the first generation at first. Okay. Wait, when will you pay me back the wages that I owe you? They have an angry employee in the comment section of their Billy page. That's not a good look. That's not a good look at all. I gave you a bad review for wanting to be paid your wage? What is this? Dude, they need to either moderate their comment section or pay the pay the poor guy. Oh my god, that does not look good. When you go to the comment section, you see people complaining that they weren't paid for whatever they did for you on a previous game, then we're given a very different perception of you as a company than you would like us to believe. We are eating hella good though with all this drama going on. God damn. They need to have male and kid characters so I can skip and save for the hot women. There you go. There you go. We need ugly characters, fat characters, kid characters, men characters, characters that make us look at them and say, you know what? Nah. Nah. I'd rather a character like Kafka from, you know, Honkai Star Rail, or a character like Chong Li, or a Fleur-de-Lis from Wuthering Waves, or a character like Jane Doe from Zelda Zone Zero, or like 90% of the cast of NIKKE. Wait, I don't know how a company that owes employees wages has the nerve to refuse to pay after the employees won the art. Wait, there are more people? There are more people talking about not being paid. Oh my god, so there are multiple different people leaving comments here saying they haven't been paid. I don't like to call games dead on arrival, because I like to give games a chance, chat, okay? But when there are multiple people all coming out saying that they have not been paid, it leads me to believe that you're kind of a fucking piece of shit as a developer. And that it's very evident you don't care about the people that work on your game. And if you don't care about the people that work on your game, what's to say you're gonna care about the players that are playing the game? Nothing. This looks like it has the potential to be really cool, very fun, very interesting, but at the same time, if you don't sort your shit out first, nobody is going to have a positive impression of you as a company, and then by extension, your game. And you're gonna get content creators that cover all of this, that are deterring people from actually playing it. So, they get paid in premium gacha currency? There you go, hell yeah, dude. I'd take it. Search for Urashibara Kaguya and tell me what you think. Let me take a look. From Blue Archive? Yeah, she looks awesome. Oh, there's more to her though. Holy sweet Jesus. God damn. Yeah. Yeah. Stakes approved. 100%. God damn. Yeah. They're buying the Rapu skin? I'm tempted. I'm tempted. There you go. Soul Tide 2. Interesting looking game. Anyway, chat. That is where we're gonna call it today, because we've talked about like 9 different gacha games. Actually, no. There is one more thing I want to talk about. Wuthering Waves just released their survey. Let's go ahead and do the survey and take a look at exactly what was revealed. All right? Let's jump in and take a look at it. Should I start WuWa? Yes, you should. Survey time? Yeah. So I mentioned we're gonna take a look at the survey because some things were mentioned that I think we should look at. So we're gonna take a look at that. If WuWa will launch, that would be great. Give it a bit of chat. Okay, it's booting up. Nice. There we go. By the way, chat, if you don't already, follow us over on Kick. We're building a Kick gacha community of people that love gacha games over on Kick, that watch gacha games, that love gacha games. Be awesome if you watch there. It would be awesome if you followed over there, because it makes a lot more money and it's a lot smaller. Now let's do that survey. Let's get into the juiciness, chat. Let's see what we have to look forward to for next patch. Why does Kick make more money? Because Twitch is a piece of shit. I mean, I love Twitch. Please don't ban me. Yeah, like basically for every dollar I make on Twitch, I make $100 on Kick. So. Kick is just better. Yeah, so while I'm waiting for WuWa to boot up, chat, let me show you the specifics, okay? Here, let me boot up the stats here for both. So... let's get this up. Let's see. Let's get the monetization up here. Alright, chat. So, stream on July 12th. Okay, chat. Here, what? Wait, July 14th. Wait, that's today's. Okay, let's see. Here we go. July. Alright. So, as you can see, okay, where is one that's tracked on both? July 9th. Or what is this one? July 9th. Where's that? Subscribers.
Bang. The white has been dyed red.
Okay. So, there's some nice music going in the background. Okay, actually, let's use July 2nd as an example. That was when I did the actual test. Okay, chat. So here is an example of my revenue for July 2nd. So for July 2nd, on Twitch, we made $3.45. Okay, $3. Baba, what's up, man? How you doing today? No, my game didn't crash. My game's good. So on July 2nd, we made $3.45 on Twitch. $3.40 on Twitch. You can see here, the ads made were 5 cents. We made 5 cents from ads. 5 cents. We made 5 cents. We had 200 people watching, and from ads, we made 5 cents. From 200 people. Now, I asked people to open Kick, because this was one of the first Kick streams we did. I asked them to open Kick so we could compare how much we make from Kick. So we had 30 concurrent viewers on Kick, and we made $6 from ads. From 30 viewers, we made $6 on Kick. From 200 viewers, we made 5 cents. on Twitch. $6 from 30, 5 cents from 200. You can see why I prefer Kick as a platform. I'm 5 cents richer? Yeah. And this is the case with most of the streams.
Shine. Or to
Like, look
die.
at this stream on the 27th. I made
Maybe
1
two
cent,
sides
dude.
of the same
I made
coin.
1 cent from ads. 100, you know, like anywhere between 80 to 150 average viewers made 1 cent. Here I made $1. Here I made 3 cents. That's awesome. Here I made 5 cents. That's awesome. Yet here I'm making $2, 6, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, and this is with like 10 viewers, maybe 15 viewers. I'm making that much. It is unbelievable. So go follow your favorite content creators over on Twitch, over on Kick. I mean, wonder how you have 1 cent worth of ads. Good question. Don't spend it all at once. All right, let's do the survey. Where is it? Survey, here we go. All right, I think I have to display capture this though, right, chat? Y'all should be able to see this, right? Gig is kind of shitty. I have no idea. Y'all can see this okay? Everything's good? I think, yeah, we should be good. Okay. WuWa version 2.4 player satisfaction survey. I don't hear any music going on in the background. I guess I'll play this. We ready? We're gonna start. So far, how would you rate your overall experience in Wuthering Waves 2.4? Lightly we toss the ground. New content includes main quests. Okay, yeah, I would say I'm very satisfied. I would give a 9 out of 10 for this update. It was really freaking good, both the first and second parts. Based on your experience in the current version, how satisfied are you with the following? For the story, very satisfied. World exploration, very satisfied. Environment visuals, I can't rate that because it's too good. The music and sound effects, very satisfied. Performance optimizations, I mean, you know, it's about what I expected, so fine. Resonator building, I hate building my characters, so. Combat, very satisfied. Resonator visuals, I mean, we got Cardathea, so the visuals were out of this world. I am unable to rate purely because I cannot give it a genuine, honest rating. The UI design, you know what, overall satisfied. Events and challenges, neutral. Co-op experience, neutral. What do I think about the amount of playable content in version 2.4? Honestly, with the inclusion of the second half, I think there's more content in 2.4 than anything outside of a major patch, like a, you know, 1.0, 2.0. So there is ample content, ample. I don't know, am I in the way, by the way, Chad, of the question there? I think I am, but you know what? That's okay, I'm reading it out loud to you all anyway. It's an ad apocalypse on Twitch. It really is, yeah. How satisfied are you with version 2.4's Tower of Adversity not including the... you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm relatively satisfied. What is the highest difficulty you've reached in tactical hologram... What is the highest... How satisfied are you with version 2.4's whimpering... What about the Echo Skill Nightmare Kelpie? You know what? Satisfied. Pilgrim Shell. Satisfied. Pilgrim Shell. Satisfied. Did your combat experience vary while fighting gladiators with different attributes? No. Like, combat experience, no. I just button mash everything and everything dies, so. Not very, somewhat. 2300 Gaming, what is up? I'm not gonna discuss what I have or have not done in game yet due to how busy I have been and how hectic my schedule has been recently. How satisfied were you with the special enemy Thunder Crest? I mean, those were okay, though. Yeah, trio of drakes, those were cute. In the second half of version 2.4, a new main quest, Flames of Heart, along with the associated location Mino Sewers were released. How do you like this feature where a new main quest is released in the second half of the game's current version? Honestly, chat, I like it very much. I think that is the best part of version 2.4. The fact that we had an extension of the storyline. Not enough in gacha games does this happen. Typically, a gacha game releases a patch, and then that patch remains for the duration of the patch, and then new patch happens with new content. The fact that we got a couple weeks of 2.4, the main story, and then another couple weeks of an extension to the story that played on the original, that was insanely enjoyable, rewarding, and I hope in the future they continue to do that. It gives them time to cook as well. Release a patch, and then apply a bit more over the top to bring players back. Your head's too big? That's okay. That's okay. Where do I need to move for it? Over here, I guess, right? There we go. Is that better? That should be better, right? After release, the White Dragon Girl, is it worth it returning? It is definitely worth returning to, yes. You still have a section of stuff to explore? Yeah. So I like it very much. Are you looking forward to future storylines or events that feature resonators you met before? For example, Kakaro appeared. Dude, yes, extremely. I think more characters need to be introduced into the story. It is imperative to making your players care about your characters. It's why players cared so much about Cardathea. She was introduced in 2.0 and appeared repeatedly throughout the game and was a focus of the game, so people loved her. That's why they enjoyed her story so much, so extremely. Getting to see Kakaro was hilarious, was awesome. Getting to see other characters from the 1.0 zones as well would be incredible. Bring them over. Yes. Let us use them. Let us play with them. Let us see them inhabiting the environment. Which of the following resonators are you looking forward to? Bowling. Chisa. Schoolgirl. Augusta. Mommy. Yuno. Waifu. Chuan. I don't remember who that is. Galbraina. Wait, who is that? Was that the Pistol Girl? Wait, who's Buling? Wait, shit. Wait, which one's up with a gun? Oh, wait, Buling is a little kid. Right, the little cute little... Right. Oh, how did I forget that? Yeah. Never mind. Adorable. Galbraina is the gunslinger. Right? Before I mess this up. I don't know enough about the characters yet, the new characters. Okay. Yep. Because naturally. Frolova, definitely. Because woman. Yep, there we go. State the reason for each character you select. Yeah, that's what I did. I did. There you go. Which types of gameplay features are you looking forward to in future versions? Gameplay features. More overworld exploration. More to see. Management simulation. No, not management simulation. Leisure. Yeah. So maybe something like a waifu farm. Yeah, there we go. Co-op content. Yes. More co-op is good. Emphasize cooperation. Yes, more co-op is good. Combat. They're gonna do that regardless. Which of the following series have you watched? Are they planning wait, for what? Collabs? Naruto? Solo leveling? SpongeBob? Dragon Ball? Inuyasha, Sword Art, Yu-Gi-Oh! One Punch Man, Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood was better. Demon Slayer, Gurren Lagann, JoJo, Hunter x Hunter, Digimon, Pokemon, Tom and Jerry. Interesting. Which series did I enjoy? Yu-Gi-Oh! Purely for my Valentine. Fullmetal Alchemist, Inuyasha, Digimon, Naruto, Sword Art, Gurren Lagann. There you go. To the following movies and series. Why? Why are we looking at movies? Are they using these for themes? The opinions were so wide, not sure what they're cooking. Yeah, it's very weird. Okay, watched it. Alita Battle Angel, interesting. Real Steel, the one with Hugh Jackman, Transformers, Watchmen, Resident Evil, Justice League, Avatar, Suicide Squad, Avengers. Okay, which did I enjoy? Mostly Avengers, mostly X-Men, mostly Guardians of the Galaxy. Real Steel, Transformers, to an extent, Resident Evil, Alita. What like movies or series have you watched? Watched. All these comic book things. Wait, chat. Are they planning a comic book crossover? Oh my god, that would be crazy. Could you imagine seeing a comic book hero in WuWa? Could you imagine getting like Black Widow or Wonder Woman or something in Wuthering Waves? Yes, please. Yes, please. Do you have any feedback or okay? I think we're at the end then, right? This is the end of the survey. Do you have any additional feedback or suggestions? More co-op is great. Co-op currently sucks in pretty much every gacha game out there. What else? We need more characters like Fleur-de-Lis in terms of design. She's absolutely flawless perfection incarnate. Please do 2 content drops per patch. 2.4 was incredible. What else are we thinking? Let's see. Please put Wonder Woman in game as a collab. I want to see her with Fleur-de-Lis's plot. I think that would be, yeah, that seems about right. Yep, I think that's sufficient for our 2.4 player satisfaction survey. Oh, and keep cooking, because you guys are killing it, bro. There we go. That is awesome. Yeah. There you go, chat. That's my feedback. Awesome. What about Aether Gazer? We covered it. I'll upload it as a VOD. But we have now successfully covered everything I want to talk about. I think 9 different topics. We've been going on for almost 3 hours. Holy! That was fun. All right, chat, we're gonna call that there. I will be back, not tomorrow, not the next day, but the 17th. Why will I be back the 17th? Because I get to do a sponsored Lost Sword stream. I will be streaming the new Lost Sword gacha game for the very first time. And doing my raw reactions to it, along with some more reactions about all these different topics along the way. If you think you reached the end of the video, yes, you're right. Technically, you did. But, yeah. I also have a Neverness to Everness live stream chat coming on the 20th. Sunday the 20th. I'm gonna have Ethan, Oofy, Ruby, Queenie, Mrs. Six and myself all talking about NTE, and I have a big NTE announcement in theory also coming at some point this week, so I would be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all being a part of this. And yeah, if you have any questions that I didn't go over in here chat, you can always tag me on Twitter. You can always leave a question on the subreddit and I will read it and react to it when I get the chance, or you can DM me on Discord. More than happy to help. And I will also be streaming, yes, the WuWa live stream as it happens on the 18th as well. So I'll be streaming the 17th, the sponsored Lost Sword stream on the 17th, the WuWa live stream on the 18th at 7 in the morning, and then the 20th for the NTE podcast. So we have 3 streams coming in the next 6 days, chat. We got a lot to watch. So I'll see y'all then. See you on the 17th. It's about 70 hours from today for the Lost Sword live stream. Have a good day. Woo! So much to cook. Yeah, y'all have no idea, man. Have a good day. May the RNG gods bless you all.